Welcome to Athletes Unlimited Pro Softball, fueled by Gatorade. One down, one to play. It's another Athletes Unlimited doubleheader. We're live in Rosemont, Illinois. Parkway Bank Sports Complex. Our nightcap features Team McQuillan taking on Team Lorenz. We've already played one game here in this building earlier today, and that was a win by Team Palacios over Team Kilfoyle. Big hitting star for Team Palacios, the veteran Haley McClenny. Her first homer of the season, her 10th career championship season home run. For that clout, she took home MVP 2. An extra 40 points for her. This is the recap for you. Lexi Kilfoyle, who had been absolutely magnificent, wasn't as sharp today. Had a tough first inning, rebounded well, but the damage had already been done. McClenny hit that home run, and both teams always put themselves in position to score. Leadoff batter is getting on consistently, and that was a big factor in our ball game. Glad to have you along with us, folks. We're in Rosemont, Illinois with my longtime partner, Danielle Laurie. I am Eric Collins. You hit it right on the head when you talked about the first game. We're going to give you a chance to do it for game 2. What are you looking forward to seeing?
Well, I mean, these are two teams that squared off last weekend, Taylor McQuillan and Amanda Lorenz, and I love that they get to do it again because both these ladies are playing spectacular. They're coaching great teams. So I like that we're going to get to see them duke it out one last time. Maybe in a couple weeks again, too.
Let's do it. All right, let's take a look at the starting lineup for Taylor McQuillan, who's done a good job as a captain so far. This is her second consecutive week calling the shots. She'll have Morgan Zirkle leading things off. Bubba Nichols hits in the number 2 hole. Bubba Nichols hitting .450 through 6 games. Aaron Koffel, the rookie, has been doing good things. Jesse Warren, Erica Piancastelli. Rachel Garcia will be at first base. Sierra Romero at second. Gwen Svekis and Jalen Alchin hits 9th. She is the DP. And one of the great veterans in our league, Alicia Ocasio, former champion. She'll get the ball. She will start in the circle for Team Lorenz.
Well, and she is experienced, knows this league well. 11 innings, pitched. I mean, that ERA, .62, pretty impressive. She's been someone that you can rely on. She's gone through the ups and the downs, that two-way player. We've seen her win this Athletes Unlimited, so she knows what it takes.
You can see Amanda Lorenz and how important it is for her to be a former Florida Gator. With the team that she drafts, she's got a starting pitcher who's a former Florida Gator, and the catcher, Jordan Roberts, is a Florida Gator. So the battery playing together for many, 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 many years, both in Gainesville and now as pros. Morgan Zirkle is the batter, head coach at Marshall University. What's new? One of the most consistent professionals now in 5 seasons with Athletes Unlimited. Morgan Zirkle began the day 7th out of 60 players on the leaderboard. Lays down a bunt, that's fair ball. And Roberts' throw is high, and Zirkle is safe. We'll see how that's scored, but we'll have the leadoff batter aboard in Zirkle.
Number 48,
Well, Morgan Zirkle does such a good job of just deadening this ball right in front. Jordan Roberts goes right out and gets it. And I don't know if the sun was a factor at all for Kelsey Harshman. I think that's a ball that needs to be caught. Yeah, I think the throw is high for sure, but
it scored an error on the catcher Roberts. The high throw. Someone who is not upset with that is the pitcher Alicia Ocasio. Earned runs are a -10 for starting pitch for any pitcher. And so because the batter reached on an error, even if Zirkle comes around to score, it'll be an unearned run. It won't cost Ocasio any points. But Ocasio digs herself into a bit of a hole by hitting Bubba Nichols. So runners at first and at second, nobody out here at the top of the first inning. Getting hit with a pitch is worth 8 points, so +8 for Bubba Nichols. Two base runners without the benefit of a base hit for Team McQuillan. Here's Koffel, showing bunt, gets it down. It's a good one. Play at first is made by Delaney Wiz. That's the game's first out. Scored a sacrifice. It's a +10 for Koffel, but runners at second and third.
This is a really good defensive play by Delaney Wiz. And she is in, respecting the fact that the 3-hitter may bunt, but it's just her way she runs through this. Momentum through it, throw on the money to Harshman at 2, or first, excuse me, so good.
Jessie Warren. Big swing and a miss. 211 batting average, looking for her first homer. 4 hits and 19 at-bats for the best to ever come out of Florida State. Hit into left field, hit well, and that'll bounce against the wall. 1 run scores, 2 runs score. It's a double for Jessie Warren. 2-0 lead, Team McQuillan.
34, Erica.
Well, the swing before the swing was an absolute daddy hack, and then she gets up on top of this pitch. I mean, so good, not fooled by the upspin whatsoever, just tags this all the way to the warning track. Couple ribbies. Slides into 2, gotta love it.
Alicia Ocasio had given up 1 earned run in 11 1/3 innings of work through the first 2 weeks. She's already given up 2 runs, 1 of them earned here in our first inning. Erica Piancastelli. Piancastelli began the day top quarter of the players here with Athletes Unlimited. Began week 3, 15th out of 30 players, out of 60 players on the leaderboard. Three and one.
Alicia Ocasio just has so many pitches in her arsenal. I mean, she has that fastball, has that backdoor curve as well as the regular curve, but to me, it's the additions of the off-speed curve and the off-speed drop that just help those other pitches. And then she can spin it with that rise. And when I look back at the championship season that she won, I mean, the confidence that she had in the circle, but more so the ability for her to change speeds on command, location, two-way player was so good.
3-2. Well, every single time that Erica Piancastelli comes to the plate these days, she's got potential history in the crosshairs. 17 lifetime AU home runs. Called strike 3. Good job by Ocasio to strike out Piancastelli. So Piancastelli will have to try and become the all-time home run leader next time up.
Well, and this is that backdoor curveball that I'm talking about. You see the body movement by Erica Piancastelli because it looks, the spin and feel looks like it's going to hit her, and then it tails back in for that late break strike. Really good pitch.
Rachel Garcia swings to the first pitch and bounces it foul. Garcia, 3 hits and 20 at-bats through the first 2 weeks. Right smack dab in the middle of the leaderboard at the beginning of week 3. 30th out of 60 players. Two and one. Pretty nice staff that Team McQuillan will have. Taylor's going to start herself, but clearly with Rachel Garcia in the batter's box, Rachel Garcia is on that staff this week. Team McQuillan, 2-2. Alyssa Denham, also drafted to Team McQuillan. Off the end of the bat, right side, and it goes under the glove of Vidalis. Warren will stop at third. Great throw from right field by Wiggins. Good decision by Warren. She would have been out by 15 feet if she'd continued towards home.
And this has some good giddy up to the right side. You see Tori Vidalis playing far back. You see her kind of smack her mid after knowing that's a play that she'd like to get back because she believes she can make. I think that's a play that needs to be made.
Bouncing ball. Sierra Romero hits it to the second baseman, Kelsey Harshman. KJ makes the play, side retired. A 2-run score for Team McQuillan. Jessie Warren, a 2-run double for Team McQuillan. Already work to be done for Team Lorenz. They are trailing Team McQuillan 2-0 as we play the bottom of the first inning. Let's take a look at the captain, Amanda Lorenz's lineup card. And she'll put herself in the #1 hole. Why not? She's the captain. She can do whatever she wants. It'll be Amanda Lorenz, followed by Hannah Flippen. Kelsey Harshman hits third. Delaney Wiz is the third baseman. And the cleanup hitter, TV Tori Vidalis, is at first. Megan Wiggins, the great veteran. Jordan Roberts behind the plate with Anissa Urtez, only player in the history of the league with the initials AU. And hitting ninth is the center fielder, Aaliyah Andrews. Taylor McQuillan in the circle. She's been spotted a 2-0 lead. If she can hold Team Lorenz to 1 run or fewer, it'll be a +10 for everyone on her team.
And I like that she's given herself the nod. She's been throwing so well this year. I mean, 20 innings pitched, solid ERA, only 4 walks so far on the year. She's efficient.
McQuillan has been sensational. She's been a consistent performer here with Athletes Unlimited and got better and better every year after an All-American career at Arizona. McQuillan's one of those players likes to play year-round. Spent this most recent year over in Japan. Finished up in November. Lorenz hits it on the ground to third. Jessie Warren knew she could take a step back because she's got such a good arm. Plays it perfectly and retires Lorenz at first.
Well, and the experiences of getting to go over and play Japan just make you that much better, too. You learn a lot about yourself, and she's carried that on to this championship season. I mean, you're just looking at the break and the command, but more importantly, the confidence. I think that, to me, stands out the most. Every single time she is going out there, she just exudes this confidence because she believes that there's no one better. And listen, if you don't have that mentality as a pitcher, you're playing the wrong position. And getting to go log some good time over in Japan, I mean, she's been playing since that 2020 season. She's got a lot of experience. Really fun to watch this year.
Quickly, 2 strikes to Hannah Flippen. Hannah Flippen began the day 26th out of 60 players on the leaderboard. Played 4 marvelous seasons at Utah. Teammates with Anissa Urtez out there. She's been a pro for a long time. National Pro Fast Pitch. And now Athletes Unlimited. Hard to find anything on the softball diamond she doesn't do well. Wide of third. We'll do it again.
Spent some good time this last summer. Team USA going over playing for Worlds in Italy. Been through a lot, ended up slicing our face open in Oklahoma City, came back to play, made a spectacular catch, fell into the dugout and to get multiple stitches. And I mean, just talk about the strength of her. I mean, it never kept her down whatsoever. She still made her way to Italy to compete with Team USA. You'll see her wear that face mask when she plays defense just to protect her nose and all the things. But man, she's rock solid.
Gamer.
Sorry to get too graphic, so you cringe over there when I...
So Flippen is retired. You saw her talking to Delaney Wiz, who's on deck, just giving Delaney a heads up of what she may see from Taylor McQuillan. Here's the batter everyone calls KJ. Maybe some people are saying, why is that? It's Kelsey Harshman. Back in her college days, she went by Kelsey Jenkins. I think her middle name begins with a J, too. I think she's KJ for a number of different reasons.
I only know her as KJ. It's hard for me to, even on the broadcast, say Kelsey Harshman. Just being her teammate with Canada, we always just called her KJ.
I'm a big fan of swings. She's got one of the best. She's used that swing to get herself 10th out of 60 players on the leaderboard. At least that's what she was. The beginning of the day, things have changed with one game already in the books. Liner into left, hangs up long enough for Bubba Nichols to make the play. Good job by Kayla McQuillan. Gets a 1-2-3 first inning. That means it's an inning win for Team McQuillan. Athletes Unlimited Pro Softball is fueled by Gatorade. These are photos from earlier this week. Athletes Unlimited took the show on the road. We were in Greenville, North Carolina, in conjunction with Little League Softball World Series. The two games that were scheduled to be played weren't actually completed. One game was halted because of Hurricane Debbie that was rolling through, but still so much value in heading down there and talking to all the girls and making sure that everyone understood what Athletes Unlimited Softball was. It's just a fun experience. And one of the players who was down there was one of the captains for this week's team, the rookie that has just been phenomenal, Lexi Kilfoyle. She is with us right now in the stands, star in the stands. Hey, Lexi, what's going on?
It's going good out here. Obviously, really good game already, 2-0. So I'm with my family. Lots of family came out today, so I'm having a great time.
Awesome. Can you identify some of the family that's there with you in the stands?
Oh my gosh, yes. So I got a bunch of long-lost cousins, a lot of regular cousins, aunts, uncles, and just a whole lot of family friends. So people from Florida, Illinois, literally all over the place. Yeah.
Just so we can put a period on it, Greenville, North Carolina, getting the trip to go there this week. Little League Softball World Series. What was your takeaway from that experience?
Honestly, it was so amazing. We went to breakfast and dinner with a bunch of the players, and so we really got to bond with the girls and kind of cross that language barrier. So we got to play volleyball with them, soccer with them, eat with them. So just really bonded with them and kind of talked to them about pro softball and just softball in general, and keep telling them to push for those dreams, and one day they can be in our shoes.
Did you get a chance to connect with any of the Little League pitchers?
I didn't. I was with the Philippines, so I had my Google Translate out most of the time, so I was talking to them through Google Translate and just having a good time talking about the positions they played. So very, very surface level conversations.
Lexi, it has been a whirlwind for you. People who've been following your career over the last couple of months, we've kind of seen you everywhere. Of course, Oklahoma State, we've seen you at Oklahoma City, the Women's College World Series. You played for Team USA, and now a whiz-bang start here with Athletes Unlimited. What's it been like over the last 4 months? Have you ever had a chance to kind of know where you are in the world?
Honestly, I feel like I've been traveling my whole life, so nothing new to me. Just super grateful to see so many different places, and honestly, I have family wherever I go. So this year at Oklahoma State, I was up in Ames, Iowa, had a bunch of them come out, and obviously it's led me here to Chicago. So this is where my mom grew up, and obviously have lots of family here today. So my family's been with me every second of my career, every single milestone. So shout out especially to my North Dakota, Minnesota fam. They've been with me every second, so I love them all to death, and I hope some of them are watching this right now.
It seems like it's been a pretty smooth transition from the college game to the pro game, but wondering kind of things that you've learned or how the game may seem a little bit different than college coming here to play with the pros.
Yeah, honestly, I think it's a lot more reading into hitters. I think in college, we kind of get to just show up and play, and the coaches are the ones calling the pitches, and now we have to rely on each other. So it's a lot more film watching, a lot more digging into the batters and all that kind of stuff. So it's a lot in our hands now. So it's exciting to learn from these older girls. They've been amazing, just talking to me through the hitters and that kind of stuff. So it's a lot more research, I would say.
Well, yeah, take me through an example with Taylor Edwards behind the plate, kind of what your game plan is going into a game. Do you two watch film together? What is kind of the things you like to do with your catcher prior to games?
Yeah, so obviously we start out with my drop good old drop, good old change, and kind of go from there. So we try our best to like look into the hitters, like maybe where they're standing in the box, maybe what we think they're sitting, that kind of stuff. So it's more of a like on game basis. So like once we get through the lineup once, then we'll go back through the lineup again, kind of talk to each other and just let each other know what we're seeing and what we think they're hitting well, what we don't think they're hitting well. So yeah.
Do you like it when a coach calls pitches, or do you like it when you get to call your own game? I'm curious.
Honestly, I think I was so used to coaches calling my pitches my entire life. So I'm a very simple girl. I like to I go out there, I throw my own game. And so that's been a little bit of a challenge here is I think the first few weeks I was able to go out there, just put my trust in Taylor, and she called amazing games. So, but the more that I'm seeing batters, I think I got to start mixing it up a little bit. And like I said, like really read into their swings and maybe where they're standing in the box and what they're hitting well. So, yeah.
And Lexi, we're going to talk to you later in the game, but I do have a question about your mom. You said she grew up here in Chicago.
Yes.
Softball is huge here in Chicago. Was your mom a big softball player growing up in this part of the world?
So her claim to fame was she played slingshot softball growing up. So I don't know if many people know what slingshot is, but she made it known that I got the softball genes from her. So I don't know if she can hear me behind me right now, but
what is slingshot softball?
I think that it just completely takes out the whole windup. You just rock it back and then you sling it in there like front toss, I guess.
It's like a K.
That's her claim to fame.
It's like a K drill.
I love it.
Yes.
Lexi, thank you so much. I want you to find out more details from your mom. We're going to get to the bottom of this slingshot softball a little later on in the game. Thank you so much, Lexi. We'll take a timeout. Team McQuillan can't score, but they do lead 2-0. It is a 2-0 lead. Team McQuillan on top of Team Lorenz. Second inning is on the line. If Team Lorenz can score one run here in the second inning, they'd win this inning. Let's take a look at the Game 1 MVPs brought to you by the U.S. Air Force. MVP 1 and a +60. The starting and winning pitcher, Georgina Korick. Haley McClenny had a late home run. And Sis Bates, MVP 3 for just a solid all-around game for Sis. Another 2 hits for her. She has run her hitting streak to 7 consecutive games. Congratulations to Korick, McClenny, and Bates. Haley McClenny's steaming up that leaderboard. It's making a really good story. Her announced retirement at the end of the year, and all of a sudden she's in play for possibly being a medalist once again. Delaney Wiz flies out to center field. That's 4 up and 4 down for Taylor McQuillan.
Wouldn't that be a real treat, huh? Retirement and finding yourself being a medalist at the end of this?
Next up is TV Tori Vidalis. Atypical start for TV Tori. Hits the ball super hard, but he's hitting a lot of atom balls. Not that one, though. That's to the gap. Off the wall. Extra bases for Tori. And she's going to think about 3 and slam on the brakes. That was just a flat-out line drive that maybe never got more than 15 feet in the air, all the way out to the right center field wall.
Some would call that a laser, Eric.
Laser.
This is an absolute laser to the wall, swinging first pitch, knowing McQuillan's going to bring her something in and around the dish early on in the count. And absolute laser. It's the bottom of the wall, and that bounce back. Zirkle not able to field it. Double all day for Vidalis.
First extra base hit of the season for Vidalis. Yeah, some things you guess at, other things you just know. You knew she was going to get herself an extra base hit at some point today. Hitters like Vidalis don't go that long without hitting frozen rope somewhere. Here's Megan Wiggins. Wiggins began the day 9th out of 60 players on the leaderboard. Good pitch. For those who don't know, it's a story we need to remind people of because it's amazing. Taylor McQuillan, she's legally blind in her left eye. And she's been able to not only be a pro, but she's been able to excel as a pro. Just remarkable. It's always been very good fielding her position. 3-2. One down, runner on its second, Spadalis. Oh my goodness, got away with one. Oh, Wiggins checked her swing. I thought that she went well around. The appeal says no, and it's a walk.
He's painting the inside corner. Oh man, I feel your pain, sister. Those are the ones as pitchers when you hit those good spots. Close.
Here's Jordan Roberts, the big thumper from Florida. Roberts looking for her first homer of the championship season.
I know we usually mention this at least once a season that we get to chat about it, but I'll never forget the tank off Kelly Barnhill.
Oh.
2020 pinch hit. Was it a pinch hit, AB? Man.
I think it was late in the game. It was pitch dark. It was cold.
I think it hit the pavement.
Longest home run in Athletes Unlimited history, yes. Jordan Roberts. She was on fire that last week.
So good.
She finished 12th on the leaderboard, and that was only with 13 at-bats.
Yeah.
It was a 15-game season for her. She had 13 at-bats, yet somehow finished 12th on the leaderboard. She had 3 homers, 11 runs batted in. She has had a really good pro career. Sometimes doesn't jump off the page. You lose track of her. But each and every year, last year she finished 15th, finished 21st in 2021. Jordan Roberts. Give Jordan Roberts a +10. She works the walk, and the bases are loaded. Back-to-back walks, still just 1 out. And McQuillan's in a pickle. One Florida Gator is going to replace another. Ocasio pinch runs for Roberts. It's one of the benefits having someone like Ocasio on your team provides. She pitches, she hits, she can defend a lot of different positions, and she's a good pinch runner. Here's Anissa Urtez. Urtez batting with the bases full and 1 out. The infield comes in all the way around. Inning win is on the line, so unless you can get that sure double play up the middle, looks like a ground ball will be taken home.
And these two obviously know each other well, competed in 2020 Tokyo Olympics together on Team Mexico. Those are at times the toughest ABs that you're going in as a hitter, but more importantly as a pitcher. It's tough when you're facing someone that knows you in and out. It really comes down to that chess match, that cat and mouse mentality.
Into left field, that'll score a run. It's an inning win for everyone on Team Lorenz. Getting greedy, coming to the plate, and safe is Wiggins. A 2-run single for Anissa Urtez.
And she just crushes this. This is the pitch. It's supposed to be a little bit more in on her hands. That curveball in just gets over Koffel's head. It's no doubt dropping an absolute liner. Close play at the plate. Wiggins seems to just get her hand in just before. Oof.
Good slide. So it's a 2-2 tie. Team McQuillan and Team Lorenz. Stealing a base is Urtez. She's in scoring position now. That's smart softball for Urtez. Stolen base is +10. Into center field. Leah Andrews flies out, but tagging from third and scoring is Ocasio. And there, bringing in Ocasio as the pinch runner shows you why that was such a smart move. Team Lorenz with their first lead of the game, 3-2. Those back-to-back walks to Wiggins and Roberts, huge here in the second inning.
When coming into this game, Taylor McQuillan, only had 4 in all innings pitched. So uncharacteristic of her to have those back-to-back walks, as she's been one of the most efficient pitchers in the league.
Amanda Lorenz, her second look at McQuillan. Lorenz bounced out to third an inning ago. She's 8 for 20 on the year, 400. Over the years, Amanda Lorenz has been one of the best hitters in Athletes Unlimited with 2 strikes. Double by Vidalis. Back-to-back walks, Wiggins and Roberts. 2-run single by Urtez. Sacrifice fly off the bat of Aaliyah Andrews. That's been the inning so far for Team Lorenz. Amanda was a captain a week ago. Her team went 2-1. Amanda plays with a ton of joy and energy, and you can see that's something she values when you take a look at the roster she's compiled. Hannah Flippin, similar characteristics. KJ, Kelsey Harshman, Tori Vidalis, Leah Andrews, a lot of energy and a lot of bounce. A number of the players on Lorenz's team this week. 3-2. Clubbed. Foul. And Lorenz has had 2 strikes on her for a while now, and she has taken confident swing after confident swing.
One of the toughest hitters, I think, in the league with 2 strikes. Just plate coverage is so good. She's confident. She doesn't come out of what makes her her, swinging at pitches way out of the zone.
Another loud foul ball. Woof. Good go.
Still 81 miles an hour. Exit velo on that bad boy. Coming on that 10th pitch here. For Taylor McQuillan, I got to go with the soft stuff and try to fool her with that change.
Called strike 3. McQuillan wins the battle against Lorenz. But Team Lorenz, they scored 3 times in the second inning, and they lead 3-2.
It's 3-2 in the top of the 3rd. Team Lorenz is leading this game. I know we kind of had a funky week coming into today. We were supposed to play on Wednesday. We're starting the week off on a Saturday. Here's a quick refresher of how we got to where we are. So last week, there really wasn't a team that dominated the win point. So it really came down to stat and MVP. So I'm going to talk about somebody in particular. The starter in the circle for today, Alicia Ocasio. She is the player to watch. She made the largest jump on the leaderboard, going up 16 spots. Here's how she did it. When it came to stat points, she racked up 102 last week. Just for reference, she had a sub-1 ERA, .75, 9.1 innings of work. If you remember, she had a no-hitter going through the 5th in her start last week. Of course, that's going to earn you the 60 MVP points for being on fire and being the star. So total, she came out of last week with 402 total points. That was the highest earner of any athlete last week, the only one to break into 400. So here's where I tell you to watch. She is only 144 points out of 1st place behind Amanda Lorenz right now. That type of work is easy to get done. So as we're here in week 3 wondering what's going to happen next, she's somebody I keep an eye on because this leaderboard is a tight race right now.
That was a classic Collins performance. That was top shelf.
I feel left out.
Great stuff, Savannah.
Just trying to keep up to the name.
Represent. Erin Koffel is doinked with the first pitch she sees here in the third inning. So Alicia Ocasio just staked to a one-run lead and puts herself right back into the frying pan. On the ground, could be two, to second for one, to first, double play! Flipping to Harshman to Vidalis. That's how you turn a double play, folks. Beautiful.
And this was hit so hard. Jesse Warren. Flippin doesn't panic, keeps it in front so good, just makes it look so easy, textbook.
I don't even think Hannah Flippin even looked at the outcome of that play. She fielded it. Remember, she got the mask. She's not even worried about her body. But she fields it, gives a nice toss to Harshman, and then starts immediately like gardening her position with her feet. I don't think she even watched the rest of the double play. What a great performer she is. Hannah Flippin, we've seen her excel at second, at third, at short. I always ask Hannah, what do you think is the most difficult position or the most important defensive position? I don't think she usually says shortstop. I think she always says second. She's always talking about rotations and covering first and all that kind of stuff. But she's got the arm, she's got the speed, she's got the instincts that makes every infield position just a breeze for her. And what an inning that was for Alicia Ocasio. She walks the leadoff batter, but then gets the double play and the strikeout. Only needs 6 pitches to get through the frame. It is a 3-2 lead for Team Lorenz as we play the third inning. If Team Lorenz can score a run, they'll win the third just like they won the second. Experience AU Pro Sports Pro Softball in person here in Rosemont, Illinois. Tomorrow is our Fearless Pursuit Impact Day, celebrating women and girls empowerment, featuring a straw tumbler for the first 250 fans. Go to auprosoftball.com to buy your tickets today. With Danielle Laurie, with Savannah Collins, I am Eric Collins. Game 2 of 2 this afternoon here in Rosemont. The great palindrome. Hannah Flippin leads things off. Hannah is from San Diego, California. Wears number 19 because of the greatest San Diego Padre of them all, Tony Gwynn, or number 19. I did see some video of that fall that she had into the third base dugout. Good golly. Swatted into the air, right field. Decent amount of wind up there still, and it carries it almost to the track. Catch is made by Piancastelli, 1 down.
Second baseman.
And it's amazing that that tumble that Hannah Flippin took into the third base dugout a couple of months ago didn't not only end her summer, it's amazing she didn't still wanted to play, yeah.
And still competed with Team USA in Worlds, but they just fell short to Japan in finals, got a silver. I mean, Ueno Ueno's still going. You know who Ueno is? Okay, just making sure. I'm just testing your knowledge.
Step down. Yukiko Ueno has been incredible for over 2 decades now.
I mean, she went to the Olympics in 2000. She went in 04. She
winning
won
pitcher in 08.
08, and then 20. I guarantee you she'll go through 2028. She'll be, I want to say, 45.
KJ, Kelsey Harshman, bounces out to her opposite second baseman, Sierra Romero. I remember Yukiko Ueno when she was super young. People didn't really understand how good she was. Came over to Oklahoma City. Actually, you could have been in that World Cup of softball as well. I think it was 2005.
I was.
Yeah,
that's when Canada beat Team USA.
You beat Team USA, but so did Yukiko Ueno. But they won in the gold medal game.
Yes, they did.
Yeah, but you beat Team USA with Stacey Newman and all those greats, Finch and Mendoza and Bustos.
Dream team.
So yeah, the 2 teams, the 2 people who beat Team USA in 05 would have been Danielle Laurie and Yukiko Ueno. She's still pitching. Why aren't you?
She didn't have any kids. Come on.
Velocity and that remarkable changeup. There's your scouting report on Ueno. Delaney Wiz. You obviously pitched against her. Did you ever hit against her?
I don't think so.
Huh?
I do remember hitting off Monica Abbott in the Pro League when she played for the Bandits. Tried to bunt it, never again. So I think we're just going to wrap this up.
On the ground, McQuillan throws wide of the mark, and Wiz will head down to second base. 2 on, 2 outs here in the 3rd inning. If Wiz can score, it would be an inning win for Team Lorenz.
The swinging bunt, you see third is back. This is the only play for McQuillan. Throw is obviously off. When you're playing first base, Rachel Garcia, she just doesn't want to take her body into the line of fire to get kind of run over by that runner. So a little bit of a tricky play there.
Tori Vidalis lashes it out of here. She's back. Tori Vidalis, a double and a homer in the last 2 innings. Some things you guess at, other things you just know. TV Tori had been 0 for 13 coming into this game, and she said, enough of that. Don't you know who I am?
Well, 86 miles an hour off the bat. This was yet again another laser, not fooled by any velocity in on her hands whatsoever. 241 feet out of here. Wow.
She's not a home run hitter, folks. She's a line drive hitter whose balls go over the fence. First homer of the season for TV Tori. In her illustrious Athletes Unlimited career, she now has 19 total home runs. She's a baller. We've got a pitching change. We'll take a timeout. 3rd continues when we come back. A final performance by Tori Vidalis. She just hit a laser beam for her first homer of the season, giving Team Lorenz an inning win and a 5-2 lead here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. And who's got the ball? It's her dad. That is Johnny Vidalis next to Tori's mom, Rhonda Vidalis. Oh, wow, cool moment right there. And Tori Vidalis is standing by with our own Savannah.
Okay, Eric, yesterday Tori had a hitting session with her dad, Johnny. What clicked yesterday getting together with Dad?
I think just him being here and just feeling what I felt my entire life, not thinking about it too much, and just being comfortable with him and knowing that I can mess up to get those kind of results there. Today I said I'm going to stick to one thing, staying down through the ball so that the ball can travel up, and that's what I did.
Okay, your TV Tori, if you were calling that home run, what would you have called that home run?
A tank.
A tank. There we go. Thanks, Tori.
She's going to knock down a wall. Her first time up, she hit a ball off the base of the wall in right center, and that time almost took out the stands out in left field. She is hotter than a firecracker.
And I mean, it's a woman who knows what she wants. Love the little things, just trying to stay down through the ball and meet it when it starts to rise. I mean, that got out of here so quick. The hardest hit ball of the 2024 championship season. I mean, that bat speed that she has is next level.
New pitcher is Alyssa Denham. On the ground softly, Wiggins bounces out to the 3rd baseman, Jesse Warren. Side is retired, but another 2 runs crossed for Team Lorenz, courtesy of Tori Vidalis.
Tori Vidalis, Alicia Ocasio in the circle with a 0 in the top half.
Now the worm has turned. Team Lorenz lost the 1st inning, but they win the 2nd, they win the 3rd, and they have a 5-2 lead as we play the top of the 4th inning. Team McQuillan will send Rachel Garcia, Sierra Romero, Gwen Svekis to the plate. Our star in the stands, Lexi Kilfoyle. She's been playing for a while. Former Thundercat. I love that, just grinding that bat into sawdust. Everyone starts someplace. Starting down in the state of Florida, Lexi Kilfoyle. Hey, Lexi, you're starting the stands. How you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm out here with my family, a lot of cousins, a lot of aunts and uncles, so I'm having a good time. The weather is even better too. It's
Oh, my
beautiful out
goodness.
today.
Oh, my goodness. Hey, you had a very early start in softball. We saw some pictures of you playing as a youngster. You played high school softball for 6 years. Am I right? Can you explain that?
Yeah, so I actually went to a small private school called Academy at the Lakes, and I was there from 7th until senior year, and luckily I had the privilege of pitching, being the starting pitcher all 6 years. So I think that was a lot of developing for me. I think that's where I kind of had to step into bigger shoes, and honestly, it's helped me form into who I am today.
Do you know if your mom got to play with Courtney Gano's mom at all in the slingshot softball world?
Oh gosh, I didn't even think about that. I guess there could be some moms out here that she's played against that she probably doesn't even know about.
Well, we were Googling the slingshot softball, and the video that came up was Courtney Gano's mom. And I was like, I wonder if they cross paths.
Maybe. I think I saw that on TikTok once because I saw it and I was like, oh, that's pretty legit. And I think I sent it to my mom, so maybe.
Yeah. Did your mom help you out with pitching at all throughout your career? Or?
So she did a little bit when we were younger on the Thundercats. So she was actually one of the coaches with my dad, and one thing she did is she put beads on the fence and tried to get us to throw it into the beads as like a visual. So I'm a very visual learner, so maybe that has something to do with it.
Lexi, since you have your mother next to you,
Yes.
Can you ask her to explain what slingshot softball is?
Yes, so Mom, will you explain slingshot softball because I can't, so.
Yes. So slingshot is a type of pitch, and back in the day, that's when fast pitch just came out. So traditionally, we were slow pitch, moved to fast pitch in high school, and it was just bringing your arm back and like getting across the plane so you can get your different levels, and it was very effective. A lot of people got kikied.
Wait, she has something to say. Wait, what was it?
A lot of people got kikied.
I love it. That's great.
So
Goodness.
did they have like rise? Could you throw a rise ball from slingshot?
Could you throw a rise ball? Like, did you move pitches?
Up and down, not really to the sides, I would have to.
So drop and rise?
Yes, more rise.
Opposite of me, I guess. So I didn't get my drop ball from her.
And Lexi, since we have you there as our roving reporter, your mom grew up in Chicago. Ask her if she ever played 16-inch softball.
Did you ever play with the 16-inch ball, the really big ones?
Yes, and I used to play like unlimited arc. That was probably my favorite because when you did unlimited arc, you threw it up, and if it dropped in the wells, it was a strike, and nobody could hit it because it just came straight down.
Who knew? This is wonderful. Thank you so much.
I didn't even know unlimited arc existed. That's a new phrase to me.
It's awesome. Has there been any pitchers that you've kind of connected with, any vets in this league where you've tried to pick their brain a little bit, or anyone stand out to you?
Honestly, I think I've really connected with Taylor Edwards the most, and I think she's been doing an amazing job of just tuning into who I am and tuning into like my pitches, as I've said. And all the pitchers, honestly, they've been amazing. They're like, if you need anything, like reach out. So that's definitely one of those things I think down the road that I need to reach out to those girls more. So I'll have to. They're all amazing and they all offer support. So yeah.
Lastly, can you ask your mom if there's a moment that she's most proud of throughout your career in college that stands out?
Okay, you ready? Is there a moment in my career that stands out most to you that you're proud of?
Yes. I would have to say the moment that like I'm most proud of is when she made a decision to make a change for the sport, for the players, and to just be strong in what you felt in your heart. So I'm
love that.
proud of that.
Thanks, Mom.
We're having a moment. Thank you so much.
Yeah, I
Lexi,
love that.
thank you for your mom. We really appreciate you spending some time with us. Enjoy the rest of your day.
Of course, thank you guys.
Star in the stands, Lexi Kilfoyle. Softly hit Ocasio. The play's right in front of her, gets the out. That is the first thing that has gone right for Alicia Ocasio here in the top of this fourth inning. Ball hadn't left the infield so far in this inning, but a walk, an error. Sierra Romero got out with a little bit of a number that did make it to the outfield, but a softly hit base hit. So 1 out, bases are loaded. And top of the order, Morgan Zirkle will bat. Zirkle takes called strike 1. Alchin, the runner, on at first. Svekis is on at second. Sierra Romero's on at third. Infield is in all the way around. They're thinking play at the plate. 0-2 to Zirkle. Zirkle so far today reached on an error and scored in the first inning. And worked her way for a walk in the second. Big moment. Two and two. Little number. Ocasio, what a play! Ocasio with the backhand and somehow threw a dart, a perfect strike to home. 2 down. Not many people in the world can make that play. Special performance by Ocasio.
So athletic, the way that her body's moving towards third base. Still able to get the throw home. So good. See, Sierra Romero was down for a little bit.
Wow. The power of a good fielding pitcher. And this is going to be challenged. And this could be a situation of where was Roberts? Could this possibly be obstruction?
Team Blue is challenging the call at the plate out.
Obstructions when the defense hinders a base runner. Or are they saying maybe they're challenging whether or not her foot was still in the bag? It was a force play.
Sierra Romero running in hard, but needs to be able to have a lane. The hard part is just the ball's coming towards Jordan Roberts, and that left foot you see kind of in the way of Sierra Romero. Doesn't have a whole lot of space to be able to get into home, but I will say at times if the ball carries you into the line of obstruction, but these are always tough.
Well, this is big. One run here would be a good start for Team McQuillan. They've been hemorrhaging points over the last couple of innings.
Do you know where they're at in captain's challenges on the year?
Not good.
1 for 11.
Yeah, not good.
Yeah. You see where Jordan Roberts is standing.
She was in direct line to the ball that was coming to her.
Exactly. I feel like the call's going to stand, but I've said that before and it hasn't. But
all right, here we go.
After further review, the ruling on the field is upheld.
Okay, the ruling is upheld. So out at home is Romero, and another star next to the defensive performance of Alicia Ocasio. So with the bases loaded and nobody out, Alchin bounces to Ocasio, out number 1. Zirkle bounces to Ocasio, out number 2. And now, the reigning AUX champion, Bubba Nichols. Ocasio thinks she's dumped it so far, but she's still got one big out to get. Svekis at third, Alchin at second, Zirkle at first. Lifted in the air, left field. Lorenz makes the play. How did Alicia Ocasio get out of that? Like a magician. She was walking on that tightrope but didn't fall off. Five to 2 is our score. Team Lorenz on top of Team McQuillan. Big opportunity for Team McQuillan in the top of this 4th inning. They had the bases loaded and nobody out, but they can't get anyone in. A couple of nice defensive plays by Alicia Ocasio. Well, joining us here in this bottom of the 4th inning is the great Sierra Romero, playing second base today. She is just a tremendous, tremendous talent. Always enjoy talking to her. And she's got a microphone and she can hear us. Hey, Sierra, how you doing?
Hey, I'm good. How are you?
Hey, tough play at the plate a couple of moments ago. You really had no option. You're coming home. It's a forced play at home, and you just chose to come in feet first and didn't get the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah, that's a one I want to go back and look at.
I know that it's your mama's birthday today, isn't it?
It is.
You want to wish her a happy birthday?
Happy birthday, Mom. I love you.
She's not here, right?
No, she'll be here next weekend.
Okay.
So it'll be fun having her out, and we got a whole family affair coming out. Addison's parents will be out here. We got the whole squad.
That's great. Heading into this season, was there any kind of new goals or things you were trying to go in with a different mindset? I mean, kind of read me through it.
I think the biggest thing has probably been kind of trying to get back to certain timing mechanisms. I feel like I'm known to hit the ball really deep and let it travel. And I just feel like that hasn't been working for me as much as I would like. So I was trying to get the ball out sooner. I feel like this season, it's like the weirdest thing. It's like I feel like I'm seeing a beach ball up there, but I'm not necessarily getting those results every single time. So I've kind of been switched.
Foul ball just off the glove of Erica Biancastelli. Jordan Roberts continues with life.
I've just been kind of working on that. My partner Addison actually sent me a video when I was in North Carolina for Little League, and she was like, oh, look at this video of you when you were at Michigan. And so she was sending me old videos of me hitting at Michigan. So I feel like I've kind of gone back to my Michigan swing the past, I guess, this game and then the last one for the 2 innings we played. So it's been kind of fun. I kind of just said, let's just do it. Who cares if it's perfect or not? Because the thing that I worked on all season hasn't technically been working for me yet. So let's go for it. And I feel like it's been turning out pretty good so far.
You mentioned Michigan. You're the best player to come out of the Big Ten. Really not even a comparison if you ask me. Some great players from Michigan have been with Athletes Unlimited in recent years. Of course, Amanda Chittister, your good buddy, Abby Ramirez, Haley Wagner. They're not here this year. Do you still keep in touch with your former Wolverines as much as you'd like?
We do. I actually just sent a picture to Abby from last season. Last season. We had a team barbecue. I wish I could have you guys pull it up right now. Maybe Abby will send it to you. We had a team barbecue, and it was just the difference between the players. I'm sitting there, I just grilled a steak, a ribeye steak and veggies, and Abby's got dinosaur nuggets and ketchup and a slice of cheese. And so we just kind of laughed about it, and we joke about it all the time. And then I see Chitty all the time. She's actually here in Player Suite since her and niece are married, and so it's really nice to be able to see her, and I'm sure I'll see Wags.
Beautiful! Way to go, Sierra! That's awesome!
Thank you. I gave a little grunt there. I didn't mean to.
Textbook form, you still got it.
Thank you, thank you. At 30, still got it.
Hey, I don't know how I feel yet about Washington going into the Big Ten. I wanted to know your scoop on all those changes. I know it's not AU affiliated, but man, Huskies, they got all the Big Ten stuff all in the stadium now.
Yeah. Oh, watch two.
Anders on her way to second and makes it with a dive. 2 out, runner on at second base. Hey, Sierra, question for you.
Yeah.
Obviously, you've done a fantastic job. That Romero family, you guys are so tight, and it's been a great story for years and years and years. Must be so proud of Sydney. You got a younger brother who is getting closer and closer to making a name for himself in pro ball. I know that Mikey's had some really good success in recent weeks. How much can you watch his career as a Boston Red Sox farmhand?
We've gotten to watch a good amount, and he's actually killing it right now. He's on something crazy like a, I don't even know, 20-game hitting spree. So I feel like he might be getting called up a little bit higher soon, which would be really cool because he's been working on his swing, and I mean, he's doing it every single day. And then Sophia, I'm really excited for her to get back to Boise and have her first full year at Boise to see what she can do. I'm excited to go out there. I haven't been to Boise yet, so I'm excited to go out and watch her play, but very proud of the both of them, and they represent our family very, very well.
I know Mikey's had 2 home run games in the last 3 weeks or something ridiculous like that.
I know. I was trying to figure out what he's been eating. For some reason, I'm feeling like he's probably having ribeyes every night because when he stayed with me for a little while, he was about to run my bank account dry from all the food he was having me buy. I'm like, aren't you the one in the first round? Why am I paying for groceries?
Do you guys as siblings ever talk about like just the grind of the game or the mental stuff, or does those conversations ever come up?
Yeah, we definitely have different talks about it. I think the big thing is, like, we know the mental side's there, but we also know that once we talk about certain things too much, we're bringing it into existence. So if anything, we almost like talk to each other about like, hey, this is what I feel like I'm doing. And I feel like we're quick to shut each other down and say like, nope, that's bar.
Here comes the play to the plate. What a throw, but safe is Andrews. Great throw by Morgan Zirkle, but the flat-out speed and a great slide of Aaliyah Andrews plates the run.
Amanda Lorenz just hitting it right back up the middle. Zirkle, the good throw home, but Aaliyah Andrews, so much speed. Man, that was a close play. She just gets her hand in. Look at that slide going around Gwen Svekis. And her hand in there, so good. Wow.
All of this happening with 2 outs and the base is clear. Aaliyah Andrews reaching on the air by the shortstop, moving to second on the air by the left fielder, and then scoring on the single by Amanda Lorenz.
Here you go, babe. So I was gonna bring something up because I love when this happens. Right before my at-bat, I'm curious if you guys can go back. I literally said on deck, I said, I feel like she's gonna throw me a changeup first pitch. So when I went up first pitch, I was looking for off speed, and I was so happy when I got it. But it was just funny because that's like the thing I've been working on is trying to pull that pitch. No. Oh, thank you, wind.
Oh,
Wind keeps it in the ballpark. Flip in is retired. Hey, Sierra, thank you so much for spending 10 minutes with us.
Thank you.
The great Sierra Romero spending time with us. Run does score, and we've got a nice ball game. 6-2 is our score here in Rosemont. There's our score, 6-2. Team Lorenz on top of Team McQuillan as we play inning number 5. Kelsey Harshman wearing a microphone. Let's go into the game now with the U.S. Air Force.
Oh, I was so close. I needed more of the base. Do we really think that's happening? Oh, yeah. Hey, be ready. Do you think that's happening?
No one enjoys playing softball more than Kelsey Harshman.
He's funny.
She got so excited when there was a chance to turn a double play.
Well, it's because I think Flip looked at her and said, like, hey, I'm getting rolled to ground ball. We're doubling up. So it's just an estimated guess, but.
We got a new pitcher coming in. It's Mariah Masson. She's going to face Erin Koffel, Jesse Warren, and Erica Piancastelli here in the 5th inning. Masson from Oregon State has been here with Athletes Unlimited for a couple of years now, and she can bring it. So far in 12 innings, ERA of 4.08. Always a sought-after pitcher every draft day.
I think when you're a captain, it's about being very strategic about bringing in pitchers that complement each other well, that aren't the same. And when you're choosing to put them in, it's that they offset someone else. So for her, she's different than Alicia Ocasio. She's someone that really throws the heat a little bit more side to side, has that screw, that curve, that rise, that drop, as well as the changeup. But you see that last pitch, screwball in on the hands, just completely fooled Erin Koffel.
Here's Jesse Warren. A couple of extremes for Jesse. First time up, drove in a pair with a double. Next time up, she hit into 2 outs. Hit into a 6-4-3 double play. Amanda Lorenz has jumped back to the top of the leaderboard. Team Lorenz has won 3 innings, the last 3. So that's a plus 30 for Amanda. An inning ago, she got a single. It's a plus 10 for her. So she is now in first place with 840 points. Lexi Kilfoyle's in second with 832 points. In third is Sasha Palacios. Jessie chokes up. Maybe that allows her to just nub the ball off there. Jessie's one of the best hitters in the world who chokes up with 2 strikes.
Short and easy approach. You don't want to try to do too much. When you have 2 strikes, you want to shorten up your swing a little bit. A little bit of a choke up.
Foul from the jump. Amanda Lorenz top the leaderboard. If you ask me, and that's not surprising at all. She has just been a consistent force, and it seems like a lot of things haven't really gone her way maybe in years past. Wasn't on teams that were winning enough. She's been a consistent, tough out who plays the game the right way and has been a point accumulating machine for many seasons now.
Well, and such a good teammate too, and I think it's a different type of gig to be a captain. There's a bigger responsibility, and it's not for everyone, and that's not meant to be good or bad. Some people love that type of heat, some people don't like it, and I think she's someone that has such good relationships with people. The respect is there, no doubt about it. I'm sure she utilizes the people that she drafts at times to help her with things. That's the thing, like, I mean, you and I have been doing this since 2020, and some of the best teams aren't always like the most talented teams, but that chemistry and that just connectedness, team props, all the fun things that they have almost bring out this different side of these teams. And to me, it's the captains that are able to get that out of their squad. So at times you'll see the trends of them drafting kind of the same people. You saw Lexi Kilfoyle drafted 7 from her team last week, ones that she connected with really well.
I remember back in 2020 when Kat Osterman was the original champion. Kat pitched and was dominant when she pitched, but when she didn't pitch, she was as influential in the game with the decisions that she would make and also with the way that her team would play for her.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say her teams played afraid, but her teams basically said, we're not going to make any mistakes because we're playing for Kat Osterman and we need to play to a certain standard.
Yeah, that was drafting Gwen Svekis first.
Every week.
Every week.
Yes,
Yeah.
in the first round.
Yeah. Kat's actually here doing stuff with Alliance.
Oh.
With Jamie Lowprice. Be talking to her over the weekend. Yeah, I think tomorrow.
Big fan. I make it choked up. I'm telling you.
Well, I'll hold her daughter up here while she does the interview. How's that? You can shed your tears and
I get choked up. Kat Osterman, Jenny Finch, Lisa Fernandez, Kelly Kreckman. That's my Mount Rushmore. Called strike 3. Mariah Masson. Beautiful pitching. She goes through the heart of the order for Team McQuillan. Koffel, Warren, and Piancastelli. 1, 2, 3. Let's take a look at our play of the game presented by Dick's Sporting Goods.
not too shabby. We had Johnny Vidalis coming to town, give TV Tori a little hitting lesson, and all of a sudden, we just got a laser out to left over mom and dad. 2-run shot in the third.
Tori Vidalis came into this week 3, 0 for her last 14. All she has done is hit a laser beam off the right center field fence and a laser beam over the left field wall. She will bat third here in our 5th inning. Kelsey Harshman, Delaney Wiz, TV Tori Vidalis, new first baseman. Nadia Taylor in our ball game. Nadia's playing first base. Big day for the Taylors today. Nadia's playing professional softball in Chicago. Her younger brother Patrick is going to play NFL football tonight in Nashville. He plays for the San Francisco 49ers, Patrick Taylor, playing against the Titans. Can you imagine having a brother who plays professional sports? It's crazy, isn't it?
Yeah.
Danielle Laurie? Kelsey Harchman hits it foul, third base side. With Danielle Laurie and Savannah Collins, I am Eric Collins. For those who don't know, Danielle Laurie, when you were winning a national championship at the University of Washington, I'll never forget, you gave a post-game interview worldwide, and you talked about the fact that you wished your brother was with you, and he couldn't because he was playing minor league baseball in the Brewers chain at that point.
Yeah, he was on that minor league grind.
The Huntsville Stars.
Yeah, yeah.
Eventually made it to the big leagues. Probably played, what, close to 10 years, maybe?
Somewhere around
Somewhere
there, yeah.
around there.
I actually went to go visit him after we won the national championship. They were playing the Montgomery Biscuits.
Oh, goodness.
I totally remember that, though. I went with my dad. Flew into Birmingham and
drove to Montgomery.
Yeah.
Okay. Harshman takes called, strike 3. Alyssa Denham strikes out Harshman to begin our 5th inning. Denham came in back in the 3rd inning, got the last out of the 3rd, gave up an unearned run in the 4th, and now strikes out Harshman. Here's Delaney Wiz. Called strike 1. Because we've got a guy here named Rob Geis who knows everything. Your brother, Brett Laurie, 6 years in the big leagues. 4 with Toronto, 1 with Oakland, 1 here in Chicago with the White Sox. Into center field. Circle makes the play. 2 down. Now, the AU Pro Shop is excited to announce that select Nike softball player jerseys are available for purchase this season. This limited edition style, designed with fans in mind, won't last long. Visit shop.auprosports.com to purchase yours today. Tori Vidalis, 2 for 2. Hits this one on the ground. Shortstop Koffel throws out Vidalis. An efficient inning for Alyssa Denham. Only needs 9 pitches to go through Harshman, Wiz, and Vidalis. Here this afternoon from Rosemont, Illinois. Started off real well for Team McQuillan. They had a 2-0 lead early. Normally, Taylor McQuillan has been lights out. She wasn't necessarily today. ERA has gone from 1.05 to 2.58. Jesse Warren had a 2-run double in the 1st inning. Since then, it has been all Team Lorenz. Alicia Ocasio, 4 solid innings. Tori Vidalis, 2 extra base hits. She is probably in line, maybe, to be MVP 1 unless something extraordinary happens. MVP 1 at the end of the game is voted on, and that's worth 60 points. MVP 2 is worth 40 points. MVP 3 is 20 points. 1 pitch, 1 out. Masson retires Rachel Garcia. So Masson has faced 4 batters and retired them all.
It was interesting talking to Sierra Romero an inning ago just about how she's trying to transition her swing a little bit, going back to kind of the feel she had at Michigan, which was interesting. She talked about her girlfriend sending her videos while she was away for Little League of just videos of her swing at Michigan and just kind of comparing, being able to go back.
That made me think, because Danielle, you played a long time as a pro and internationally.
would it have been worthwhile for you to look at stuff that you were doing when you were 19 and 20? Did you still have the same mechanics, and was everything working just the way that it did when you were 30 as it did when you were 20? Or did you have to adapt because your body possibly changed?
That was a good little catch by that gal in the stands. She's all excited. I had to adapt a little bit. Like, sometimes I think with pitching, it's different, right? Like, you look back at the generation of when I played, like, we pitched almost every inning, and I knew going back, my body can't do that. So it was more so about being efficient.
Hard but foul.
But I would still go back and watch video and see things, but I was able to change my mechanics because the rules changed. You could get your back foot off the mound. You didn't have to have 2 feet on there. Like, I feel like I got gypped 4 years because I didn't have 2 feet on the mound. Now, like, you take your back foot off, you can use the ground to create more power, just the little things like that. So I got to reap the benefits of that new rule change internationally. But I would go back and watch, I think, like, the mentality piece of how I roamed the mound and how I connected with teammates to kind of reiterate that stuff, but mechanically definitely a little different. And I had 2 kids.
2 balls, 2 strikes to Romero. Deep to left field. Will the wind keep it in the ballpark? No! Through the teeth of the wind, Sierra Romero looking like her Ann Arbor days. First homer of the season for Sierra. I didn't think it's possible to get a ball out that high in the air to left field.
I mean, 81 miles an hour off the bat. 247 feet. She unleashed on this. Has to feel good. And she'd said when we were talking to her, she's seeing the ball like it's a beach ball, but she's not technically getting the results of what that would feel like. I mean, that one looked a little beach ball-esque.
On the ground softly, went Svekis to the third baseman. Whiz, and the throw is high. Svekis on her way to second, and she'll make it standing. So a mistake by Team Lorenz. It's an error on Whiz.
This is no doubt about it what you want to be an automatic out, and this just gets away from Delaney Whiz. See a little bit of uncharacteristic defense kind of for both these teams. We have 6 errors total in the game, 3 per team. It's not normal. It doesn't tend to happen very often.
Jadalyn Alchin is the batter. Alchin struck out and bounced to the circle. Both those at-bats were against Alicia Ocasio. High pop-up. Home run in a phone booth. Easy play made by Aaliyah Andrews. There are now 2 outs. All right, Savannah's now standing by with Sierra.
Okay, Sierra, I was listening in when you were mic'd up talking to Danielle and Eric about anticipating pitches in your at-bats. Were you doing that on your home run swing too?
Yeah, I feel like Mariah, she has a really good rise ball that tails into me. So I know that if I want to hit that, I got to get out early for it. I just really did not want to get beat on the inside half. And with the outside half, I wasn't really trying to hit it. I just was trying to foul it off.
Totally. Thanks, Sierra. Thanks for taking us into your swing. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Great stuff, Savannah. If you're paying close attention, bottom of the screen, it said the 15th home run hitter of the year. We've had 15 total home runs. No one has hit more than 1 home run. That's just incredible. Some of these great power hitters, unbelievable names, 15 different players with 1 home run. No one's got 2.
Yeah, do you remember 2020? It was a launching
Crazy.
pad.
Oh, my goodness. Sierra Romero, home run number 1 for her. Makes it a 6-3 ball game. 6-3 ball game. Team Lorenz leading Team McQuillan. Big time home run by Sierra Romero in the top of the 6th inning. If Team McQuillan can hold Team Lorenz scoreless here in the 6th, that home run will have given everyone at Team McQuillan 20 points. They will have won the 5th inning that was tied and the 6th inning that we're playing right now. So a lot on the line. Remember, tomorrow, folks, we have much more coming your way. We've got 2 games. First one starting at 3 Eastern time. You can find both games on Bally Networks. Team Palacios, Team McQuillan right out of the chute. Game 2 will be Team Kilfoyle and Team Lorenz. 3 o'clock and 5:30 Eastern time for our starts. Rachel Garcia is our new pitcher. Garcia comes on in the place of Alyssa Denham, who replaced Taylor McQuillan to begin the ball game. She'll face Megan Wiggins, Jordan Roberts, and Issa Urtez. All right, joining us now for a chair chat is the captain of Team Lorenz, Amanda Lorenz. You look very rested, relaxed, and comfortable with a 3-run lead. Amanda, do you feel comfortable with 2 innings to play?
Nope, not at all.
What's been the story of the game so far, in your opinion?
Yeah, I mean, it's been really competitive at bats. I think a huge play. Yeah, I think it's just been about getting timely hits, and it feels like we've been doing that all game long.
Can you take me into kind of your draft insight when you were drafting this team this week? Is back-to-back weeks with you being captain, you change anything up, or what was the mentality going in?
No, same strategy. A lot of them the same peeps that I had last week. I tried to grab again. Just trying to ride with my people, ones that I know what they've done their whole career and what they've looked like their whole pro career. So riding on history and not just like what they look like right now.
Tori Vidalis was 0 for 14 coming into this week. Did you know that she was getting ready to erupt?
Yeah, I mean, everyone is still scared when Tori Vidalis comes to the plate. I'm going to credit her dad, Coach Vidalis, for coming in this week and hitting with her, gave her some hitting lessons. She said she was fixed, and he's my MVP one, so I'm going to make sure that they have his face on the iPads after the game because, wow, like she's on fire. It looks like she was using a pro bat, but that's a college bat.
Anything different for you coming into this championship season?
No, just came in ready, feeling strong and ready to compete. Every year that I've come in, I've kind of elevated my goals and trying to medal this year and get in that top 4. But other than that, same thing as always.
Amanda, over the last couple of years, I'm telling you, no one's hit the ball harder, no one's played with more joy, more energy. It's bound to happen at some point for you. I love the makeup of your team. It seems like you've got a lot of players who just love to play the game, and it just falls off their body when you watch them play. Is that something that you were thinking about when you drafted, trying to get energetic, joyful players?
Yeah, and just elite humans, elite hitters, elite defenders, like just people that really know how to play the game the right way. And then also with my pitching staff, they do a really good job working together. As someone who doesn't know a lot about pitching and how to manage a staff, I really wanted some people that knew how to work within a staff. So kind of developed, love the Florida State model of using so many pitchers in a game. And so obviously I've been riding with Kat the last couple weeks. So wanted pitchers that love to work together. So I definitely wanted, yes. Definitely wanted Kat, Lily, and Mariah on my team again, just with how great they worked together last week, how they're ready. Right when I say, hey, what do you think about this? They're in no matter what, and that feels really good as a captain to know that they're all in.
Is there anyone that's kind of your right-hand woman that you like to bounce ideas off of?
Hannah Flippen is the captain, the co-captain of this team for sure. Known Hannah for a really, really long time, go back to travel ball days, so I trust Hannah a lot, and I think she's the most elite softball mind in our game.
Wow.
I think she just has a lot of intangibles. What you see in her stat points that she contributes to the game, she contributes way more than just what the leaderboard says, so that's why she was my first pick immediately.
Great stuff. Amanda, thank you so much. Enjoy watching you and keep on keeping on throughout the weekend.
Thank you. I got to go hit.
Yep.
Bye.
Aaliyah Andrews bounces out to the second baseman, and oh my God, she really did have that. She was in the on-deck circle. Oh my goodness, that could have been disastrous. We've made it to the 7th inning. We'll be back. Athletes Unlimited Pro Softball is fueled by Gatorade. We began this week in Greenville, North Carolina. Little League Softball World Series. Athletes Unlimited down there for the 2nd consecutive year. Even though the games didn't get played to their completion, still a successful start to the week because there was a lot of interaction, and you talked to all of the 60 players who were down there. Just a fantastic experience. And now we're playing games again in earnest on a Saturday afternoon here in Chicago. We've made it to the 7th inning, and Kat Sandercock is going to take the ball, trying to save this one for Team Lorenz.
Yeah, bringing in the hammer. She's someone that knows kind of that reliever mentality role well. She played that at Florida State. Definitely started some games in her senior year, but you'd see her come into some pretty pressure-filled moments. 10 innings pitched on the year.
3 saves last year for Sandercock, 2 saves already this year. That ball goes off the catcher, Roberts.
That hurts.
Jordan saying, I made it through 6 innings, totally fine, getting ready to go home, and I get drilled in the 7th inning. She lost something. What was that? Huh. Her lucky silver dollar. Bubba Nichols, Aaron Koffel, Jesse Warren batting against Sandercock. Again off of Roberts. Good golly. 2 pitches, 2 doinks.
You got to go to the pen. Poor thing.
That only happens when you're together for 5 weeks. Bubba Nichols knows she's probably going to be teammates with Jordan Roberts next week. And it gives her a big hug.
Oh, dang it.
They both got hit. Three-pitch strikeout, Sandercock. That's good pitching.
And that's filthy.
Team McQuillan running out of time. Team McQuillan won the 1st inning. They lost the 2nd, 3rd, and the 4th. They did win the 5th and the 6th. So even if they lose the ball game, they're still going to have a 30 plus 30 for inning wins. It's not disastrous. Koffel has picked up points without the benefit of a base hit. She had a sacrifice, which is plus 10, and she was hit with a pitch, which is a plus 8. So her day is plus 10, plus 8, that's 18, plus the 3 inning wins they won. She's got 48 points without the benefit of a base hit today. One and 2. The way that we play Athletes Unlimited softball, if Team McQuillan does not score this half inning, the inning, 7th inning, will have been won by Team Lorenz. We won't play the bottom of the 7th. The game will just end. We'll say goodbye and welcome you back tomorrow afternoon for 2 games. And then play 2 more on Monday. Popped up. It's going to be playable for someone. Wiggins, 2 down. So the last hope to keep the game alive for Team McQuillan. Where's number 30? It's going to be Jesse Warren.
A couple Seminoles going at it.
Number 30 and number 31. Can't get any closer numerically. Jesse wears number 30 because of a man who just won a gold medal. Stephen Curry. That's why she wears 30. Congratulations to Team USA men's basketball. On the ground. Shortstop flipping. Throws out Warren, and that'll do it. Nice ball game for Team Lorenz. They go to 1-0 on the week. Amanda is now 3-1 in a captain's position this year.
Yeah, she's done a great job of drafting her teams. I loved hearing that little nugget of Hannah Flippins, why she wanted her high up in her draft picks just to pick her brain, and the trust and love that she has for the teammate that she was back in the day when they were playing travel ball together. This was a fun team to watch tonight.
Let's take another look at that leaderboard. Remember, it will change. We will have MVP 1 plus 60, MVP 2 plus 40, MVP 3 plus 20 factor in. But I can tell you this right now, Amanda Lorenz is going to begin tomorrow's play with the #1 spot. She didn't do anything to hurt her standing today. And her team's going to win a ball game. She may get some MVP points. Who knows? She goes 1 for 3 with an RBI single. Heck of a performance by her in the field and making decisions as the captain. Well, Danielle Lori, glad to be back here in the saddle with you. Sure had a lot of fun this afternoon. Let's do 2 more tomorrow. How's that sound?
That sounds great. I'm in.
All right. We played our first 2 games here out of 6, week 3. 2 more games coming your way on Sunday. 2 more games coming your way on Monday. Until then, for both my partners, Danielle Lori and Savannah Collins, I'm Eric Collins saying goodbye, everybody, from Rosemont, Illinois.